Just ahead on Crossroads, we're at the Mississinewa Lake. See what keeps some families outdoors and camping all summer.
We talk with Teresa Rohde from the Upper Wabash Interpretive Services about all the activities this summer.
Get some highlights from the water ski show as part of the Outdoor Adventure Showcase.
And at Motter Park, one local girl works hard to catch her first fish. It's all just ahead on Crossroads.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Crossroads. I'm Randall King.
And I'm Stephanie McCracken, and we are here at Mississinewa Reservoir for the Outdoor Adventure Showcase.
Yeah, you know, it's one of our, I think, favorite places in Grant County that we've never been with Crossroads before. And we found out about the Adventure Showcase, and we said, well, that'll be a great excuse to come up there and see the water and see all the different things people are doing. And it's been really, really fun today to expand kind of our knowledge of what you can do around here.
Yeah, I mean, we're right by the lake, but I'm surprised at how many people were rushing to the lake this morning. It's like the first thing they wanted to do was wake up and get straight to the lake.
Well, it's just getting into real summer weather, and the water hasn't caught up with it yet because we saw some people, we actually had some video of them, water, and then it was cold.
Yeah. It was a little cold after the spring and everything, but a lot of these people have come out here to camp, and they want to just refresh after, it's a warm weekend.
Yeah, and this Adventure Showcase that we're going to be here for the entire show will give you a little feel of some of the many things we didn't know about. You might know about disc golf, you might know about fishing, of course. I didn't know about the Upper Wabash Interpretive Services and all the work they do with birds and things like that, so we'll hear a little bit about that. And later in the show, water skiing show.
Oh, that's very exciting. But part of the draw for the Outdoor Adventure Showcase is all of the RVs, and you can check them all out. And we got to experience a family who comes out in their RV and uses camping as a lifestyle. A weekend at Mississinewa. For some, that means popping up a tent. For others, it's more modern.
That's their camper. This is our little camper over there. So everybody's got a camper.
For the Ritchie family, they have 6 RVs this weekend, and that's just a small group. That's because Jeff Ritchie knows a thing or two about camping. He's been going since he was 3, and now it's time to pass his love for the outdoors on to his grandchildren.
Yeah, my kids have all camped, and now we're trying to get her into camping. And we used to just tent camp. We just put up a canvas over a tree, string between 2 trees, and that was your tent. That's where you slept all night.
But it's not just the sleeping under the stars and sitting around a fire that drives families to the campground every summer. There's biking, talking, and the distraction-free time that gets kids off the couch and out being active.
This is a good area if you like camping, fishing, boating, swimming.
For the whole Ritchie family, not just the grandkids, that means water fights.
Just out in nature and nobody around, and it's freedom.
It's all a part of the camping experience, and even though every family has a different way to spend their time, it's still time spent together with Mother Nature close by.
Operator error.
Stephanie, I think we were both sharing camping stories on the way up here. I've been in a tent, in a pop-up, nothing quite approaching an RV, just, a trailer, but I don't know what you do, and you can have a family that does a little bit of everything. It's always fun.
Well, yeah, I haven't ever experienced camping in an actual camper. It's always been in a tent.
You're a tent, you're hardcore.
So any rain completely drenches you. So I don't have necessarily the best memories of camping, but it's still fun when you get to come out and just experience the whole lifestyle that goes with it.
And you see those kids, they weren't on electronic devices, which is nothing wrong with that, but every now and then you need to disconnect, and it was just kind of fun to see the different things they wanted to do.
And for the record, you didn't see this on camera, but we did get wet from the squirt guns.
We tried to say, no, we're the TV people. The kids didn't pay attention. No. Well, we've got a lot more for you from Mississinewa Lake. When we come back, we'll hear from the nature preserves and the folks that put the Outdoor Adventure Showcase together.
Well,
Welcome back to Crossroads, still on location at the Outdoor Adventure Showcase at Mississinawa Lake. And Teresa Rohde is here from the Department of Natural Resources and Upper Wabash Interpretive Services, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
You got a friend here. This is a raptor?
Yes, this is one of our birds of prey, or raptors, that comes from the Raptor Center at Salamone. And this is one of 7. They are all permanently injured birds and can't be released back into captivity, so we use them for education programs.
Well, you've got her out here to show people, and a lot of people think about coming to Mississinawa, they think about boating, they think about the swimming or the camping, but my goodness, the preserve work that you do and the training on that is really exciting.
Wildlife conservation and management is a huge part of Mississinawa Lake, and so we have a lot of activities here that people can wildlife watch, they can fish, hunt, trap, and just enjoy all the wildlife that lives on the property.
If someone's coming out maybe to camp and they want something for the kids, they're here for a week, you've got some training programs, and it's not just here, it's other parts of the region.
Yes, we do programming almost every weekend through the summer, and then we have a lot of special events all through the year. And we keep those listed on our website, so they can look up Upper Wabash Interpretive Services on the DNR page, and they'll find all of our events there. And we do educational programs, fun programs. Smokey Bear comes during the summer. We have a birthday party for him here.
And the kids are sitting around home saying nothing to do.
Right.
Come up to Mississinawa. It's right in the same area.
Yeah.
And
we also do programs at Salamone. And Salamone Lake is just 30 minutes from Mississinawa, and then Wabash State Park, which is over at Bluffton.
yeah, I don't think people realize sometimes, and that's one of the reasons we get out, is to see the different things that are right here in the region.
She's enjoying the wind out here
She's
today.
enjoying it. She wants to go, but now she lives and she's permanently injured, so you rehabilitated her.
So she has an enclosure that she lives in. We don't do rehab at our facility, but she went to a rehab facility with a veterinarian and got care there. And then after they determined she couldn't go back to nature, then they look for an educational facility like ours. And so she has a nice big enclosure because she is a flighted bird. She's able to fly, but she has an eyesight problem, so she would not be able to catch food on her own out in nature.
So you can see fantastic things all summer at many of the local parks, and also great educational programs. The Outdoor Adventure Showcase, some people watching this maybe didn't get a chance to see that, but you've got some RVs over here behind us. Water skiing show, we're going to see some highlights a little bit later. Is this an annual thing every year in June?
It is. We do it every year in June. People get to try out archery and use pellet guns. We talked about outdoor cooking just now, and I had some wonderful food, and people are invited to come and try that.
So that's usually going to be like the second week in June.
Yes,
sometime
right
around.
about this time each year. We have a band that we have during the event, and lots of activities that just helps people try out the outdoors. Maybe they haven't tried a sport like disc golf. Mississinawa Lake is a great one.
They have an excellent course in here.
Yeah.
If you've been playing in Marion, it's an excellent course. This is a fantastic one too.
It is, and they have some new baskets out there, so
Oh,
that's
cool.
really great.
Cool.
And then in September, we have a triathlon, so people can come out to the properties and get healthy too.
Fantastic. Well, it's all here for you at Mississinawa Lake. It's very close, 45-minute drive from Marion. Wherever you are in Grant County, you can get here very, very quickly. You can see one of our friends here. You can meet Teresa Rohde and learn a lot about all the natural wild habitats.
Great. Thank you for visiting. We
Fantastic
hope a lot more
time.
people come.
Well, when we come back, we've been telling you about that water skiing show. It's part of the Outdoor Adventure Showcase. We'll give you some highlights. Stay tuned.
Well, welcome back to Crossroads. We are still out here at Mississinawa Reservoir, and we're right by the lake for one of the segments that we have been talking about the entire show.
Well, sometimes I think you think you have to go to a theme park or go down to Florida to see this, but the Outdoor Adventure Showcase here, they put on a water ski show.
Yeah, and I didn't really know what to expect. We haven't seen it yet, but I did see the trailer, and it had some pictures of some pretty cool things. So I have really high expectations for how cool this is going to be.
You always imagine you could do those stunts, but you can't. Here's some highlights. Well, water ski highlights from the Outdoor Adventure Showcase. As we said a little earlier in the show, it's every year about the second week of June. Just check that website to find out what's going on. And as long as folks keep coming, that water skiing will be a big part of things.
Yeah, the family we talked with earlier in the show, they were making sure that we knew this was happening. And people were stopping us, make sure you get video of this. I said, that's what we came here for.
That's
So.
one of many things.
Yeah.
Well, when we come back, another big thing here is fishing. And we found out how some little kids learn to fish, first of all, in Marion. Welcome back to Crossroads, still on location at Mississinawa Lake for the Outdoor Adventure Showcase. We hope you enjoyed the water skiing show, highlights of that, and you'll come back next year and be a part of this. Stephanie, the other thing people, of course, come out here for, we've talked about camping, we've talked about the nature exhibits, and they come here to fish.
Yeah, just pulling in, we saw a lot of people out on their boats, the peaceful morning, just fishing. But you know, out in the reservoir is not the only place people fish. People even fish in Mater Park.
Yeah, and a few weeks ago, Marion Utilities said, hey, it's time for some kids to learn how to fish so they can fall in love with this.
And Shaylee Clark found one little girl who had that mission.
The early bird gets the worm, or in this case, the early fisherman. 4-year-old Emma Smith was ready to prove that age doesn't matter when it comes to catching a fish.
I'm gonna get the barber.
And she made sure to reel in her favorite sidekick for a daddy-daughter day.
It's really nice to spend some quality time that sometimes we don't get to do because we have other things to attend to.
Many families just like Emma and her dad showed up for H2O's Go Fishing event. While some of the rookies worked hard to reel in something other than algae, others brought in the fresh catch.
It is so exciting to see children catch a fish and, just see their excitement on their face. They don't get to do that every day, so this is just a great opportunity for them to do it for free and just with other people as well.
Hey, Hungry Monster Day.
For little Emma, the wait was a little longer.
I'll get fish.
But on her very last try,
Yay! I win! Yeah! I got a fish!
she proved that 4-year-olds can master the catch and release.
And she was about to give up, and the last chance we threw it out there, we got our first fish, so it was really fun.
Emma successfully learned how to catch a fish, not to touch the hook, and quality time with Dad is the best catch at the end of the day.
Do you love Daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a nice girl.
For Crossroads, I'm Shaylee Clark.
Well, Stephanie, you get a line, I'll get a pole, and we'll go fishing. What a great idea. And that little girl, I tell you what, she is going to be ready for some serious fishing out here in not very long.
I think Dad's in trouble. I think he's made a fisher girl out of her. She's ready to go.
First time you feel that tension on the line, I think it hooks you. You say, I want to try that again.
Well, even Shaylee said, a lot of people were catching algae. So getting the fish is like a huge prize.
Yeah,
so.
It's been a lot of fun. So we hope whatever you're doing this summer, if you come to Mississinawa Lake, if you go somewhere else in our beautiful part of Indiana, you will enjoy yourself and get connected to some of the beauty around here and some of the fun things you can do.
And if you want to send us some of the ideas of things going on this summer, we love new ideas. You can always email us. That's crossroads@indwest.edu, crossroads@indwes.edu, or you can send us a note, a letter, a postcard, and just go to WIWTV, 4201 South Washington Street, Marion, Indiana, 46953.
And you can always look back at past programming and episodes of Crossroads. WIWTV.com is your source for all that. Put the /Crossroads on there, you'll go right to the segment, and that's where you can go share those with your friends. And speaking of social media, we put everything out there on Facebook, facebook.com/WIWUTV, and follow us on Twitter as we do various things in the community throughout the summer. That's at WIWUTV. And love to hear from the folks that follow with us and like things on social media. We need to get out there to those communities and do things, but this has really been fun to come someplace new.
Yeah, it's a great place to be, and it's a great weekend to be here. It's warm, and there'll be plenty of more opportunities to be out and doing this.
Yeah, so take advantage of the great weather, folks, and the great community we have and all the things that are just so close to Grant County. We encourage you to come where our cameras have gone and just stay a little longer.
That's right, and for everyone who's worked on this show, I'm Stephanie McCracken.
And I'm Randall King. The Crossroads of Life bring people together, and that's what we try to do here every week.
Thanks for watching, everyone. So long.